Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Let me say thank you to all my subscribers. I cannot individually say thanks to you guys, but I'm openly saying thanks to every single one of you that have subscribed. Thank you very much. Now today I will be doing my first math lesson and I'm starting with place value. Now, place value refers to the position of a digit in a number. Now, numbers are made up of digits. So if I say 26, there are two digits in that number. The number is 26. The digits are 2 and 6, but each digit has a different value. So what we use for starters is called a place value chart. So this is what it looks like. I could have started with 1,000, 100, tens and ones, but I decided to start with 100,000s. So on my place value chart, I have 100,000s, 10,000s, thousands, hundreds, tens, ones. Now each place on the chart is or gets 10 times bigger as we move to the left. So here we have ones. If I move to the left, I get to tens. It means that tens is 10 times bigger than ones. So this column is the value, or the digits in this column would be 10 times bigger or greater than the digits in this column. Next, we have hundreds. The hundreds column is 10 times greater than the tens column. The thousands column is 10 times greater than the hundreds column. And we could go on. The 10,000s column is 10 times greater than the thousands column. Now, before we get into actually looking at the numbers, I want to talk a little bit about zeros, the amount of zeros that are in each number that would be on the place value. So for ones, there are no zeros. Tens have 1 0. 100 has 2 zeros. Thousands, 3 zeros. And once we have 3 digits to the right, then we should have a comma to separate. 10,000s have 4 zeros, comma, another 0. And then 100,000s have 5 zeros. Okay, now I am going to write a number, then I'm going to put each digit on the chart to see the value of those digits. So let me start with 444. Who can read that number? Correct. It's 444. Now, what I like to do when I am putting my digits on the place value chart, I either start with the digit to the extreme right, or so I would have to go backwards with them, or I like to count my digits. So I have 1, 2, 3 digits. I don't want to make any mistakes when I'm putting it on my place value chart. So I start counting from the ones column and I'm counting 3 places because I have 3 digits. So 1, 2, 3. So 4, 4, 4. I use 444 for a reason, because I wanted a number with the same digits. So this 4 is 4 hundreds. It means that it's 4, we can write it 4 hundreds, meaning 4 times 100. And I put the zeros there, so when you're putting them here, you have no problem. So 1, only 2 zeros, 100. This 4 is 4 tens. So I can write 4 tens, or 4 times 10. How many zeros in my 10? 1. And then this 4 is 4 ones. Do I have any 0 in my ones? No. So it's 4 ones or 4 times 1. Now I could go further and break them down. So if this is 4 hundredths, how do I write that? To make it easy for me, I do this. 4 times 1. So a little bit of timetable. 4 ones, 4. And then I add my 2 zeros. 0, 0. Then 4 times 1 again is 4. Only 1 0. So I write that down. 4 times 1 again is 4. No 0, so I'm not adding. So the value of this 4 is 4 hundredths. The value of this, 4 is 40. And the value of this 4 is 4. So 4 hundredths, written as 400 in numerals. 4 tens, written as 40, because 4 times 10 is 40. And 4 ones is written as 4. Now we can move on with some other numbers. So I'm not taking out my zeros. I'm keeping them there. So let's go. 5, 7, 6, 8. Now remember, some persons don't know how to place their comma. Just count 3 digits from the right. So for every 3 digits, you need a comma. So 1, 2, 3. It means that you need a comma between 5 and 7. So again, count from your right. 1, 2, 3. You need a comma between the 5 and the 7. So this is 5,768. If I cannot read that, then I can put it on my place value chart and it will help me to read it. Again, I count 1, 2, 3, 4 digits. So I'm going to count 1, 2, 3, 4 digits. So I need to start here. So this is the 5, this is the 7, the 6, and the 8. Now this 5 falls under thousands. It means that it is read 5 thousands, or the value of the 5 is 5 thousands. And 5 thousands can be written as 5 times 1,000. Or we can say 5 times 1 is 5 and add your 3 zeros. 1, 2, 3. 5,000. The value of my 7 is 7 hundredths. So 7 hundredths. Again, I can write it as 7 times 100. 2 zeros. And I can further break it down by saying 7 times 1 is 7 and put my 2 zeros. So that's 700. The 6 is 6 tenths. So 6 tenths. Or 6 times 10. And I can multiply 6 times 1 is 6 and I add my 1 0. And then this is 8 ones. So 8 ones, or 8 times 1, which is equal to 8. So the value of my 5 is 5,000. The value of my 7 is 700. The value of my 6 is 60. And the value of my 8 is 8. Now let's read the number together. 5,768. So if I have a number like this and I cannot read it, then I can put it on my place value chart. The chart will show me the value of each digit in the number, and it will also help me to read that number. Let's try another one. I don't like erasing while I'm teaching, but let me see if I can lengthen this. So you have those to look at. I'm gonna bring it down a little bit more, little bit more. Okay. So now I'm gonna use 7, 9, 6, 3, 2. Let me see where I need my comma. I'm counting from the right. How many places? 3 places. 1, 2, 3. So I need a comma between the 9 and the 6. Now I'm going to put the digits on the chart so I'm to see the value of each. So I'm going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm starting in the 10,000s column. So 7, and please note I'm only putting 1 digit in each column. 9, 6, 3, 2. Let's break that down. What is the value of the 7? It is 7 10,000. So 7 times, let me write that in words. 7 10,000s, or 7 10,000s, 4 zeros. So 0, 1, 2, 3. This is 9,000s, written as 9. Oh, I didn't put 7 times. So let me put 7 times 10,000. 7 times 10. 10,000. I know that 1,000 have 3 zeros and it's there. And then I multiply 7 times 1 is 7, and I count my zeros. It's 4. 2, 3, 4. Let's go back to this. 9,000. Oh, I have 9,000. Come on. 9 times 1,000. So 1 and 3 zeros. And then 9 times 1 is 9, and I put my 3 zeros. Then 6 hundreds. 6 times 100. The zeros are there to guide you if you're not sure. Then 6 times 1 is 6, and I add my 2 zeros. 600. This is 3 tens. T-E-N-S, or 3 times 10, only 1 0. 3 times 1 is 3, and I add that 1 0. And then this is 2 ones. So 2 ones. Remember, no zeros for the 1. So it's 2 times 1. How do I get the 1? 2 ones. So 2 times 1. 2 times 1 is 2. So this is 70,000, 9,632. So it becomes 79,632. Now when the numbers get this big, there's something else we can do to help us figure out the total. But we already had the total. So if they had just given us these numbers, and I'm going to show you that later. If they had just given you these numbers, you could add them up to get the total, which would be 79,632. So this is 70,000. This is 9,000. So 70,000 plus 9 more thousand, that's 79,632. Okay. I'm gonna leave this one so we have it to look on, but I don't have space for all of them. And we have to move on. So I'm gonna leave that one so we can look back at it. Now, I could give you the number 542, and I underline the 4 and ask you, what is the value of the underlined digit? What is the value of the underlined digit? Now, if I cannot just look at this 4 and tell what the value is, then I can put it on my place value chart and it will help me. So again, I'm counting to see how many digits are in my number. 1, 2, 3 digits. So I'm going to count my chart starting from the right. 1, 2, 3. It means I'm going to start under the hundreds column. So 5, 4, 2. Those are my digits. Again, this 5 is 5 hundreds. 5 hundreds, meaning 5 times 100, meaning 500, 5 times 1. But in this case, I don't need to do this for all my digits because they asked me for a specific digit. I only need to know the value of the 4. So I could just go straight to the 4 and say 4 tens. If it's multiple choice, you might see your answer like that. Or if it's a multi-select answer, you could see this plus other answers. And this is why I like to write everything down like this. Because when it's a multi-select, it can have all the possible answers. So 4 tens is written as 4 times 10, or 4 tens is 40. So the value of this 4 would be 4 tens. The value of the 4 could be 4 times 10 or 40. That's all they need to know for that one. So we don't need to do the 5 and the 2 because they're only asking us about the value of the 4. Let's look at another one. Six, 7, 3, 2. I'm counting 1, 2, 3. Put my comma between 6 and 7. So 6,732. Now I'm ready to put them on the chart. So I'm going to count to see how many places, how many digits. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm starting in the thousands column. 6,732 or 6732. What is the value of the 2? I don't need to do the 6, the 7, or the 3. They only want me to tell the value of the 2, so I'm just going to jump to the 2. Now the 2 is in the ones column, so it is 2 ones, or 2 times 1, or simply 2. So the value of the 2 is 2 ones. The value of the 2 is 2 ones. Now it's your time to try one. Let me leave that. It's your time to try one. 7, 8, 6, 5, 4. You probably need to draw your chart and then put these digits on, and you're going to tell me what is the value of the 8. What is the value of the 8? Let's go. 7, 8, 6, 5, 4. Put it on your chart. Okay, let's move on. So I hope you counted 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then you come here and you count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let me take this one out so I have space. So I'm starting in the 10,000s column. So 7, 8, 6, 5. I didn't even realize I just counted from 7 down to 4. Okay, 7, 8. No, I didn't. 6, 5, 4. And I need to know only the value of the 8. So I'm not troubling 7, 6, 5, or 4. Only the 8. So it's in the thousands column. So it's 8 thousandths. Written as 3 zeros, 8 times 1,000. And I can multiply across. 8 times 1 is 8. 3 zeros, 8 thousandths. So the value of the 8 is 8 thousandths. All right, one last one. What is the value of the 9? What is the value of the 9? So again, put it on your place value chart. Go ahead, put it on your place value chart. See where the 9 falls, and that's your value. Okay, let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 9, 6, 1, 3, 2. I only need to know the value of the 9. So I'm not going to do these. I'm only doing the 9. So the 9 falls in the 10 thousandths place. So it's 9 10 thousandths, or 9 times 10,000. If I don't know how to write 10,000, I already wrote the zeros up there. Remember, we start in the tens column. 1 0, 2 zeros, 3 zeros, 4 zeros. So it's easy to remember how many zeros to use. So write my 1 and 1, 2, 3, 4 zeros. So 10 thousandths. Then I can multiply across. 9 times 1 is 9. Put my 0 and then my next 3. So it's 9 10 thousandths, or 90 thousandths. Okay. Alrighty, that's it for today. We will continue next time, still looking at place value, and we're going to continue this until we go addition, subtraction, multiplication, division. So don't think that it's easy and you already know it. It can get challenging sometimes, especially when we reach to adding or subtracting to find the missing digit, or when we're multiplying multi-digit numbers by multi-digit numbers, or dividing, especially if we don't know the times tables. So stay tuned, guys. Thank you for joining, and I'll see you next time. Remember, like, share, hit your notification bell, and make sure you have subscribed. Thank you.